Alright, boys. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about your personal finances, because everyone wants to hear about that. But, talk about the green, if you know what I'm saying. That, not the green, if you know what I mean. If you know, you know. But, the green. So, most young men that I know are pretty broke. And, I don't have a lot of money, but I would consider myself more responsible than the average teenager with his money. And I used to have a job working on a ranch. So I live in Oklahoma, the plains of Oklahoma, where in some places the land is as flat as you can see. It's just flat land as far as the eye can see. And I used to work on a ranch with about 1,200 cows. This was lots of work. And it was very hard work. There would be times where I would get up at 5, 6 a.m. and I'd get back home to eat dinner at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And this was hard work. And this would happen sometimes for maybe a week and a half in a row, getting up at 5 or 6 and getting back at like 10 or 11. During calving season. Calving season is like when all the cows have their calves at the same time, and then you have to round them up, go out there on your horses and spend hours rounding them up, giving them shots, castrating, doing all that fun stuff, which was genuinely miserable. I don't enjoy it. And it really was probably the worst 1.5 years of my entire life. But I'm glad I did it because I learned a lot of discipline, and I am a lot more disciplined person because of it. But during all that time, I made a lot of money. But I was only making about $10 an hour. And no man is so devalued that he should be working $10 an hour. Except for like the bottom of the barrel men that like we need to like work at the fast food restaurants that like genuinely like don't even care for making more than $10 an hour. Like we need those guys. We need people to work the fast food restaurants. We need people to clean freaking buildings and stuff. And I trust that if you're watching this video, you don't want to be one of those bottom of the barrel crabs and scum of men. That was mean. I shouldn't say scum of men because, those men are required for this governmental system to work. But I trust you don't want to be one of those men. And if you don't want to be one of those men, number one, you have to immediately start making so much money that it doesn't even matter what you buy. Like today, like if you could turn on a switch and you could buy anything and you could literally buy whatever you want for the rest of your life, you wouldn't have to worry about personal finances and you can click off this video. But that's not the option for anybody. Unless, like during watching this video you got like a text from somebody that like your great-great-grandpa died and like you just inherited like $1 million. If so, congratulations, King. You made it. You don't have to watch this video. Actually, you don't even have to watch YouTube anymore. Just, you can go and just be happy. But for the rest of us who don't have rich billionaire great-great-grandfathers, stick around. And I'm going to help you get your stuff together. And so, being broke is optional. We all have some things that we waste money on. And I don't necessarily waste money more. I do buy really expensive things like this. I actually pressed mute for a second. But this microphone and this computer that I have, it was a lot of money. It was really expensive, but it was worth it because it was an investment for my business. I don't play games on my computer. I don't watch YouTube on my computer. Literally, my computer is solely for managing and recording my YouTube stuff. And same with this mic here. This is actually a really nice mic. And if you look at this mic, literally just go look for cheap mics, and this is it wasn't even that much. It's a pretty cheap mic. and it works very well. Actually, I've used it in every single one of my videos. But so for me, this unnecessary money spending was from video games. I have spent well over probably $1,500 on video games, because and they're so good at selling their product, because it's Fortnite was my big thing. You constantly spending $20. Oh, new skin, $20. Spider-Man, $20. Boba Fett, $20. Star Wars. You'd fight it. You'd fight it and be like, no, I'm not gonna buy anything. And then Star Wars event must buy $40 for Luke Skywalker. I need $20. 20 more, just $20 more. It'll be okay. Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, Kylo Ren, it'll be okay. Just $20 more. I'll stop. I'll stop after this. Just $20 more. That's what it was like. It's like this fiendish, because you buy it. There's so much dopamine. It's like 2,000 V-Bucks. Now you can go buy this digital skin that's not worth anything. And I spent a lot of money doing it. The same with lots of other video games. And so, what was helpful for me to stop doing this, and it's literally addiction. I was genuinely addicted to buying things on Fortnite. I've spent so much money on the game. So what helped me was this isn't gonna, guys aren't really gonna like this answer, but just become a productive person. The more productive things that you have in your life, the less time you're gonna have to play Fortnite, and the less time you're gonna be exposed to those skins. Just like in the past season, they had Optimus Prime for the tier 100 skin. I was like, dang, that's really cool. And the gym I go to. It's kind of like a YMCA. You go into there. There's a gym upstairs, and then downstairs there's some a lobby to hang out in. And I was hanging in the lobby doing some stuff on my computer, waiting for a ride. There was this old guy, probably 40-something-year-old, maybe even early 50s. But he was there. He was playing on his Switch. He started talking to me. He was like, "Oh, you play games?" And I was like, "Yeah, I play a little bit. I don't play as much as I used to." He started telling me about Zelda, and he was a really nice guy, but I could tell this guy had no life. This guy was bottom of the barrel. But I still was nice to him, because we don't want to be rude to those people. Those people have chosen their life. If that's the life you want to go down, then okay, we don't need to hate on them. If that's generally what someone chooses, then that's their decision. But yeah, he just kept talking to me, and I could just saw this guy. He was just talking about how I could tell this guy's been playing video games longer than I've been alive. And he just started talking to me how he's played every Nintendo system except for this freaking one with a VR or something. And yeah, and he started telling me about how he's spending all this money. He started explaining to me the graphics of the new Zelda, and I was like, I was nice to him, and I kind of enjoyed actually talking to him, because I could tell he really enjoyed playing video games and stuff. And it's always nice to talk to people about things, listen to people talk about things that they're passionate about. But I just felt bad for him. But yeah, sorry for the rabbit trail, but he was telling me about how the new Fortnite season was Optimus Prime, and it was ending. So it's literally been 3 Fortnite seasons since I've played, 3 or 4. And the only time I really ever play is when I'm with my cousins at my dad's house, because they really like to play, and that's the way I bond with my cousins. But it's not really that healthy, but we still have that's usually about the only time I really ever play video games, is when I'm spending time with my younger cousins. But just become productive. Go to the gym, have some stuff going for you, do sports or something. And then once you become invested in those things, it'll it's like a snowball effect. It'll keep going down and down and down and get bigger. And then it takes up so much of your time and energy that video games become secondary. But it does take some fighting, does take some willpower, and I just realized that what you're buying, what you're spending is digital. You're buying a pattern of pixels lit up in the shape of something from pop culture, per se buying the Dragon Ball Z stuff that came out in Fortnite. Like literally, like you're buying like you already own the screen that you're paying for. Like you already own like the screen. You're literally just paying money so that you can have this like part of your screen to light up and look like something from a different show that you're already wasting your time doing. Like it's just more poison that contributes to like just the ever growing like media and the agenda to just, you know, the war on men. But it really is what it is. And I'm not gonna go down that rabbit trail right now, but really you're just, and it's not even an investment. Like I've heard chatty guys go, oh, maybe I could sell my account someday for, bro, like you're not gonna sell your account to somebody, bro. Like, dude, every game falls off eventually, except for Minecraft. But every game falls off eventually, and you know, eventually all those thousands of dollars that you put in is just gonna be static, and it's not gonna go anywhere, and you're not gonna play the game, and you're gonna have just lost all that money. And I haven't even spent a lot of money on that game compared to other guys that I know. But yeah, stop buying stupid stuff. Cancel some freaking Hulu and Netflix subscriptions, my guy. You know, you don't need that. Go freaking look outside. Let that be your Netflix and Hulu, bro. Like, come on. And so whatever you're making, whether that's $100,000 a month or $10 a month, if it's $100,000 a month, I want you to invest $20,000 into a savings account a month. If you're making $10 a month, I want you to invest $2 a month into a savings account. So whatever money you make a month, I want you to invest 20% into a savings account. And literally, if you're not a grown man, or if you're not a grown man, have your parents take you to the bank, set up a checking account. Do not get a credit card. You get a debit card at the most. Don't get a credit card. Credit card not good. But set up a checking account and set up a savings account. I want you to put 20% of all income for the month that you make every month into your savings account. And this will just snowball. As you make more money, you'll be putting more money in your savings account. This is just building up your wealth. And use that money for like big purchases, like cars and eventually houses and stuff like that. So just let that money just accumulate. But your checking account, I like to keep a few $100s in the checking account. So like my savings account, like I don't use that money for like buying food and stuff. When I'm going somewhere or ordering stuff off Amazon, I use my checking account money. And so when I turn in a check from working, I'll put like 20% of it in my savings account, and I'll put the other amount, like the rest of it, in my checkings account. So I use that money for, you know, buying stuff for my business off Amazon, like online subscriptions for like a freaking CapCut Plus or whatever I have, or and I use that for like buying food when I'm going somewhere, or like buying clothes if like me and my friend are like at the mall and like want to blow some money. But just get in a habit of putting 20% of your money back into a savings account, so that way you can start accumulating wealth. And yeah, and just start treating money like let me think. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna appeal to my inner Minecraft player inside of me. Treat money like netherite on Minecraft. You know, you spend all that time. You go to the Nether, but first you have to find diamonds, and diamonds are already hard to find. You find diamonds. You go to the Nether. You dig to the bottom. You have to deal with all the lava and all the crazy mobs and stuff, and you have to deal with all that crazy stuff. And eventually, you find netherite. And then you have to merge it with gold to make the netherite ingot, and then you can make the most powerful tools in the game. Treat pennies like netherite. If you see a penny on the ground, pick it up, put it in your pocket, and literally, bro, I'm not even joking. I literally just don't want my books to fall. literally have a jar that like I put spare change in, changes that I just see on the ground in my wallet. I literally just dump it in here. When it gets full, you know, to take like it's like I use like $150, put it in the bank. But in the habit of picking up spare change off the ground, because no, it's not gonna make you rich. No, you're not gonna get any substantial wealth from it, but you will get something more powerful and more valuable than $150. You will learn to respect money, and you will learn to delay gratification from spending money, and you'll learn to you'll just build a habit of putting money back, and that's a good thing. So even just throwing two, like just today I found 2 pennies in the bottom of my truck, and I just threw them in there. Just keep doing that. And whilst you do that, you know, 20% of the money you make every month, put it in the bank, put the rest in a checking account. And I think, okay, don't buy like the little things, like the Fortnite skins or anything. If you're going to buy something nice. And but you're like, wait, what? You just told me not to buy anything. So, number one, live below your means, which is don't spend more money than you earn. Let's say you make $600 a month, and you put 20% in your savings account. Buy something nice that month, like so like I'll show you. Like not too long ago, I just bought this really nice chain that I wear a lot, and I had put my money back in the bank, and I had some spare money. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go get myself something nice, and so I got myself this gold chain that I wear a lot. And so once you start saving up your money and you start making lots of money a month, so think about this. Think of a guy who makes $10 million a month. He puts $2 million in the savings account. He still has $8 million that he can spend. Now, let's say his living expenses is $2 million. Okay, now he only has $6 million. He still has $6 million that he can just buy whatever he wants. Of course, but this is the same. It's just gonna go down in levels for the less money you make and the more money you make. And so once you start making money, you put your 20% in your savings account, put the rest in your checkings. You can eventually start buying nice stuff for yourself. And so of course, and even if you're not working on a business right now, start putting 20% back and putting the rest in your checkings account. And you'll get a card, of course, that you can use it to like slide and like pay for stuff. My tip for you for that is don't use your card as the minimal as possible. Like go to ATMs and withdraw money if you're going to go get some stuff, because there's something about sliding a card. There's something about sliding a card when you're buying something. It doesn't register in your mind that you're losing money, that you're trading something. So like let's say you're spending $300 on like a really nice like gold chain like this for at like a jewelry store, and you slide your card. It's not going to hurt as much as if you hand somebody 3 $100 bills. And so my recommend for like buying big purchases and stuff, and just like and even small stuff, use cash, because it'll register in your mind. It'll begin to hurt, and like once you realize, like I really don't want to spend $20 on this freaking subscription thing. Well, any subscription you're gonna have to use a card. Think you're going to the store. You're buying some energy drinks because the boys are gonna go out for the night and freaking go to a party or something. You get 2 energy drinks per one of the guys, and it's like $40. It's gonna hurt a whole lot more handing over 2 $20 bills just for some drinks than it would if you were to just slide a card. So, and that just helps your mind just to think about, to be a little bit more conservatory when it comes to money. And so, that's kind of just a shorter video today, just kind of a quick introduction, just kind of thinking with your head a little bit more about spending money, and it's helped me, and I know it can help you. And so, of course, I'm going to do more money on finances, as I learn more about it myself. I'm no professional in finances by any means, but I do feel like I have a few things and habits that I can, share to other guys. But thank you for watching, Kings, and I'll see you later.